After Sambal, it appears that the court has taken note of a petition in Ajmer also. The petitioner in Ajmer Dargah Sharif case has claimed that court has issued notice to the Minority Affairs Ministry, to the Dargah Sharif Management Trust and also to the Archaeological Survey of India. The challenge from the petitioners is that there is a Shiv temple below the Ajmer Dargah Sharif, and therefore the registration of the Dargah should be cancelled and Hindus should be allowed to worship here. Now, what legal luminaries are pointing out that repeatedly the cycle that we are seeing after the construction of the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, there were questions raised about the Mathura Masjid, whether it's the Krishna Janmsthan or even the Gyanvapi Mosque in Varanasi, which is right next to the Vishwanath temple. Then we saw similar petitions coming up in Bhojshala in Madhya Pradesh. Sambal saw violence, at least 5 people dead, and the latest to join the line is Ajmer Dargah Sharif. So the question that is being asked is that amidst all these petitions that are being entertained by the lower court, what happens to the Place of Worship Act? What is the Place of Worship Act? This is a law that was passed by the Narasimha Rao government in 1991, which said that other than the Ram Janambhoomi place, that the Babri Masjid was still standing at that point. So what the 1991 Place of Worship Act said was that only this place was being put out of the ambit of this act, but other than this, all places of worship throughout the country, whatever their religious character has been, since 15th August 1947, since the day we gained independence, it would remain status quo. There will be no change that will be brought in. So if that is the law of the land, then how is it that the courts are entertaining these petitions seeking to transform Muslim masjids or dargahs into places of worship for Hindus like temples? So if you go a few months back, this matter has reached the doorsteps of the Supreme Court also when the Varanasi case was being heard, and at that point Justice Chandrachud had observed that even though the Place of Worship Act asks that status quo be maintained, it does not put a bar on ascertaining the religious character of a place of worship. And that observation, it was not a Supreme Court order, but it was an observation, and the Supreme Court had sent the petitioners back to the lower court to try and seek any relief from the lower court and the high court. But that observation has found its way in the court orders, in the lower court order, in the Allahabad High Court order, where the courts have allowed surveys of these masjids saying that their religious character can be ascertained. That is what has led to survey being conducted at the Gyanvapi Mosque also, and in Sambal too. A similar survey was being conducted for the second time, which led to violence and at least 5 people dead. It's a similar survey that is being sought for Ajmer also this time around. So is the law of the land then being maintained as it is intended? A lot of legal luminaries feel that the position that the lower courts are taking is against the spirit and the basic tenet of the Places of Worship Act. Because when the Places of Worship Act said that you have to maintain the essential ethos of the place, status quo has to be maintained, then it is very clear that to naked eye what seems like a religious structure, whatever side of the religious divide it would be maintained. So for example, if something to a common person looks like a masjid, it would remain a masjid. Something that looks like a mandir would remain a mandir. Similarly for church or synagogue or gurudwara as well. There's one more act which is important in this context, which is the AMASR Act, which is the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Remains Act. Places of Worship Act of 1991 had kept out of its purview places which fell under the AMASR Act. So essentially these are historical monuments which are governed by Archaeological Survey of India, and they are not governed by Place of Worship Act. But even within this, Section 16 makes it very clear that if it's an ancient monument which has a religious character, then that religious character has to be maintained. The question then for the judiciary is that are they maintaining these laws that have been passed by the parliament? There is a challenge against the Places of Worship Act as well in Supreme Court. There are petitioners who have gone to the Supreme Court challenging the validity of this law. The centre is yet to make its position clear on this, and there's no final order. But in the interim, concerns are being expressed with the way lower courts and in some cases the high courts also are allowing these surveys of religious places. The concern being whether their court orders are in sync with the Places of Worship Act.